everyone, welcome back to Easy Talk English. I'm Emma, and I'm so happy to see you again today.
And I'm John. Hey everyone, how are you doing today? I hope you're having a really nice day.
Today, you will learn real English you can use to talk about yesterday. Yes, how to talk about things you did in the past. This is super useful because every day people ask, "What did you do yesterday?" And you need to answer, right?
Right. It happens all the time. At work, with friends, with family. Everyone wants to know about your day.
So today, John and I will have a normal, slow, easy conversation. You can listen, repeat, and learn. All right, let's begin.
Hey Emma, how's your morning going?
Pretty good. I was just thinking about yesterday, actually. What a long day it was.
Oh, really? Was it busy?
Yes, very busy, but also kind of fun. How about you? How was your yesterday?
My yesterday was interesting. Not bad, not great, just normal, I guess.
Okay. Let's talk about it slowly. So, listeners, today we will use a lot of past tense verbs like went, ate, watched, worked. Don't worry, we will go slow.
Yeah, very slow. And we'll repeat things so you can learn them naturally.
Okay, John, let's start at the beginning. What time did you wake up yesterday?
Oh, I woke up early, around 6:30 in the morning.
Wow, that's early. Why so early?
Because my dog wanted to go outside. He was sitting on my chest, like, hey, wake up, wake up.
Oh no, that's so cute, but also annoying.
Yeah, very annoying, but I love him. So I got up, I made coffee, and I took him for a walk.
Nice. So, listen, everyone. John used 3 past tense verbs. He said, I woke up early, I made coffee, I took him for a walk. Very simple, very useful.
Yeah, and you can use these every day. I woke up at 7, I made breakfast, I took the bus.
Perfect. Okay, my turn. Yesterday, I woke up a little later, around 8 o'clock.
Lucky you.
Yeah, I know. I don't have a dog. I have a cat, and she sleeps all day.
Smart cat.
So after I woke up, I made some tea. I don't really drink coffee in the morning.
Oh, really? Why not?
Coffee makes me too nervous. My hands start shaking. So I drink tea, green tea usually.
Ah, okay. That's healthy.
Yeah, and then I ate breakfast. I had toast and eggs.
Sounds good. What kind of eggs?
Scrambled with a little cheese on top.
Oh, now I'm hungry.
Sorry, John.
Okay, listeners, did you hear that? Emma said, I made tea, I ate breakfast, I had toast and eggs. These are common past tense verbs.
Yes, and remember, ate is the past of eat, and had is the past of have. A lot of English verbs are like this. They change in the past. They are called irregular verbs.
Yeah, you just have to remember them. There's no special trick. You hear them, you use them, and slowly they stay in your head.
Exactly. Don't worry if it feels hard. It takes time. Even American kids take time to learn these. Here's something very important that most English learners don't know. Fluent speakers do not think word by word. They think in chunks. A chunk is a small group of words that go together naturally, like a team, like a family of words. For example, instead of thinking, I want to eat, a fluent speaker thinks, I want to eat, all together as one unit. When you practice chunks, your speaking becomes smoother, your brain works faster, and your English sounds much more natural and connected. Let me teach you some of the most common English chunks. Listen carefully, then repeat. Repeat after me. I'd like to. I'd like to have some water, please. Now you repeat. Good. Say the whole chunk smoothly. I'm going to study English tonight. Now you repeat. Perfect. I was wondering if you could help me. Now you repeat. Excellent. It's nice to meet you. Now you repeat. Beautiful. Do you mind if I sit here? Now you repeat. Wonderful. 5 more powerful chunks. To be honest, I don't know. Repeat. What do you think about this? Repeat. As soon as, I'll call you as soon as I get home. Repeat. I'm looking forward to seeing you. Repeat. It depends on the weather. Repeat. Now, our shadowing story using chunks. I was at the coffee shop this morning. Repeat. A new person walked in and sat near me. Repeat. I was wondering if I should say hello. Repeat. I decided to be friendly. Repeat. I said, "It's nice to meet you. I'm Emma." Repeat. She smiled and said, "What do you think of this place?" Repeat. I said, "To be honest, it's my favorite coffee shop." Repeat. She laughed. We talked for a long time. Repeat. I'm looking forward to seeing her again tomorrow. Repeat. Do you feel how the chunks make the story flow? Natural, smooth, easy. That is the power of thinking in chunks. From today, stop practicing single words. Practice whole chunks. Use them. Own them. Today, we are going to focus on vowel sounds. Vowels are the letters A, E, I, O, U. And in English, these letters can make many different sounds. This is one reason why English pronunciation feels difficult. The same letter can sound completely different in different words. But here is the good news. When you learn the most common vowel sounds and practice them daily, your pronunciation improves very, very fast. Today, we practice 3 important vowel sounds: the long A sound, the short E sound, and the oo sound. Let's go. Long A sound, like in make, take, face, place, late. Make, take, face, place, late. Now you repeat. Good. Feel the long A in your mouth. I want to make a great place to call home. Now you repeat. Perfect. It's never too late to take the first step. Now you repeat. Excellent. Short E sound, like in bed, read, said, friend, then. Bed, read, said, friend, then. Now you repeat. Good. Short and quick. Short E. My friend said her dress was red. Now you repeat. Perfect. Then she went to bed at 10. Now you repeat. Beautiful. Oo sound, like in food, moon, room, cool, soon. Food, moon, room, cool, soon. Now you repeat. Good. Round your lips. Push the sound forward. There is cool food in the room. Now you repeat. Perfect. I hope to see the full moon very soon. Now you repeat. Excellent. Now let's combine all 3 in our shadowing story. I made a plan to visit my friend soon. Repeat. I said, let's meet at our favorite place. Repeat. She said, great, I'll be ready. Is 8 o'clock too late? Repeat. I said, no, that's a cool time. See you then. Repeat. The room was full of good food and music. Repeat. We stayed until the moon was high in the sky. Repeat. It was a really great night. Repeat. I said we should do this again soon. Repeat. Your vowel sounds are already getting clearer. I can feel it. Keep practicing these sounds every day. Just 5 minutes a day with vowel sounds will transform your pronunciation over time. Here is something that many learners never learn in school. English has music. Every language has its own rhythm, its own beat, and English has a very specific rhythm that makes it sound like English and not like another language. In English, some syllables are long and strong, and some are short and weak. This pattern, strong, weak, is the heartbeat of English. It is called rhythm, and when you learn this rhythm, even your mistakes sound more natural because the music is right. Intonation, this is another word, means the way your voice goes up and down while you speak, like a song. When you ask a question, your voice usually goes up at the end. When you make a statement, your voice goes down at the end. This up and down movement is called intonation. Let's practice rising intonation. Questions. Your voice goes up. Are you ready? Now you repeat. Good. Let your voice rise at the end. Did you sleep well? Now you repeat. Perfect. Is this your first time here? Now you repeat. Excellent. Now falling intonation. Statements. Your voice goes down. I am really happy today. Now you repeat. Good. Let your voice come down gently. This is my favorite song. Now you repeat. Perfect. I practice English every single morning. Now you repeat. Beautiful. Now mixed. Watch the arrows. I don't know. Do you? Repeat. It's a beautiful day, don't you think? Repeat. I finished my homework. Did you finish yours? Repeat. Shadowing story with rhythm and intonation. My friend called me on the phone. Repeat. She said, "Are you busy right now?" Repeat. I said, "No, not at all. What's going on?" Repeat. She said, "I have great news." Repeat. I said, "Really? Tell me everything." Repeat. She laughed. Her voice was so happy. Repeat. Good news always sounds better with music in your voice. Repeat. The music of English is something you feel more than learn. The more you shadow, the more your voice naturally finds the right rhythm and intonation. Keep listening, keep repeating. The music is already inside you. Now, I want to give you something very practical, very useful. These are everyday sentences that English speakers use all the time, in shops, in offices, with friends, with strangers. These sentences cover the most common real-life situations, and today, you are going to practice all of them. The goal is simple. You repeat these sentences so many times that they become automatic, so when you need them in real life, they just come out, without thinking, without translating, they just come. That is fluency. At a shop or restaurant, could I have the menu, please? Now you repeat. I'll have the same as her, please. Now you repeat. Can I pay by card? Now you repeat. Keep the change. Thank you so much. Now you repeat. Excuse me, where is the bathroom? Now you repeat. At work or school, could you repeat that, please? I didn't quite catch it. Now you repeat. I'm sorry I'm a little late. The traffic was really bad. Now you repeat. Could you send me that information by email? Now you repeat. I just wanted to check in and see how things are going. Now you repeat. That's a really great point. I hadn't thought of that. Now you repeat. With friends, what are you up to this weekend? Now you repeat. That is absolutely hilarious. You are so funny. Now you repeat. I've been meaning to call you. How have you been? Now you repeat. We should do this more often. I really missed you. Now you repeat. You always know exactly what to say. Thank you. Now you repeat. Shadowing story, a full day of real English. I went to the cafe in the morning. Now you repeat. I said, could I have a large coffee, please? Now you repeat. The cashier smiled and said, "Of course." Now you repeat. Then I went to my office. Now you repeat. My colleague said something quickly. I said, "Could you repeat that, please?" Now you repeat. At lunch, I called my friend. Now you repeat. I said, "I've been meaning to call you. How have you been?" Now you repeat. She said, "We should meet up soon. I really missed you." Now you repeat. I said, "Yes, what are you up to this weekend?" Now you repeat. It was a full day of real English, and it felt wonderful. Now you repeat. You just practiced real English for real life. Every single one of those sentences is something you could use today, this week, right now. Please go back and practice this section again and again until every sentence feels natural in your mouth. Our final tip for today is one that almost nobody talks about, but it is one of the most powerful tools in spoken English, the pause. When fluent speakers talk, they do not speak in one long, nonstop stream of words. They pause, they breathe, they let their words land. Pausing does three things. First, it gives your brain a moment to think of the next word. Second, it gives the listener a moment to understand what you just said. And third, this is the most surprising one, pausing makes you sound more confident, more thoughtful, more intelligent. A speaker who pauses feels calm and in control. That is what you want to feel. Practice pausing in these sentences. I will mark pauses with 3 dots. My name is Emma, and I am very happy to be here with you today. Now you repeat. Use those pauses. English is not always easy, but with practice, anything is possible. Now you repeat. Let the pauses breathe. Every single day, you are getting better, even when you can't see it yet. Now you repeat. Beautiful. Feel the confidence in those pauses. Take your time. There is no rush. Good things take time to grow. Now you repeat. Perfect. Feel the confidence in those pauses. I believe in you, and I know you can do this. Now you repeat. Wonderful. Final shadowing story with powerful pauses. I stood up to speak in front of my class. Repeat. My heart was beating fast. Repeat. But I remembered to pause, to breathe. Repeat. I said slowly, "Good morning, everyone." Repeat. I paused, I smiled, and I continued. Repeat. Today, I want to talk about something important to me. Repeat. The room was quiet. Everyone was listening. Repeat. My pauses made me sound calm. Repeat. My pauses made me sound confident. Repeat. And when I finished, everyone clapped. Repeat. The pause was my superpower. Repeat. And now, let the pause be your superpower too. Practice it. Own it. Use it every day.